Here we have verse 1 of the 6th chapter, the Gospel of Matthew. We're continuing in a discussion of the Sermon on the Mount, and Jesus has just indicated in the previous verse that we should be perfect, that is, mature, complete, as our Heavenly Father is. And then, as if to insert here a bit of a warning, since we have the death, he gives us a little bit of a caution. The verse would read generally, beware, or be cautioned, the righteousness of you not to do in prosthen before men, inclining to be seen by them, otherwise a reward you do not have from the Father of you who is in the heavens. So that's the basic idea. We have pros eketa from pros, preposition, meaning to or toward or facing. Echo, I have, so to have facing is the idea, in the idiomatic sense was to have this in mind and to be aware of it, therefore, and from that to beware, to be cautious. So beware, and then the tain dikaiosune, the righteousness, many times translated alms, but that's probably not the intended sense. In fact, the proper word for alms is actually used a little later in this same context. And so certainly Matthew was aware of that word. This is broader. Alms would be one subset of the broader idea of righteousness, but Jesus has in mind here public righteousness, public acts of righteous character. And of course, these can sometimes be done in a way that is plainly visible to others, and that's what Jesus is cautioning. So beware. The righteousness, humon, this is the second person pronoun, genitive plural, the righteousness of you, may, negation used with non-indicative moods, here's the infinitive, may poie, not to do. So beware the righteousness of you not to do improsthen. This is a preposition, takes the genitive, it means before or in front of. Again, you see the pros there is the same idea. That preposition will mean facing. And so don't do this in a way that is in before or before the faces of, might be more literally the idea. Tone, the genitive plural article, the men. Don't do these things in front of men for the purpose of, pros, once again, inclining toward or with the intention to, to, thenai, this is an infinitive. Theaomai is the idea. It's to behold something, to a deponent verb. It's the notion of having it in mind. So to be seen or inclining to be seen, autois, by means of, dative of means, by means of, or to be seen by them. A little idiomatic string here. We have a, may, ga. Of course, the postpositive da may or may not be there. The a, if, may, not, ga is simply a particle that adds emphasis. So it's really a little bit more emphatic. So if not, or otherwise, would be the way we bring it over. Misthon, from misthos, it's a word for a reward, a wage, a payment. Otherwise, reward or payment, uk eketa, you do not have. Para, from, takes the genitive here, can take other cases, but with the genitive it means from. So from to patri, the father, humon, possessive pronoun, of you. The father, to, this is an apposition, the father of you, the in, preposition tois, in the heavens one. And so, of course, the warning here is that I shouldn't be parading my righteous deeds out there. I may get some applause from human beings. They may pat me on the back and tell me good job, but of course, if I've done it with an eye toward that kind of public approval, then at the same time, as Jesus will say later, I have my reward, the reward that might have come from my unseen but seeing Heavenly Father will be forfeited with that kind of motive.